So what exactly is a legacy film? A legacy film is quite simply the greatest gift you could ever give your family. Today I'm going to tell you what's involved and give you the 6 essential elements of a premier legacy film. And finally, I'll tell you why I reckon everybody should have one. Well, firstly, a legacy film is a personal documentary of your life story. It's a record of your life and times, your experiences, your achievements, and your memories. A legacy film is also a valuable source of family history. We often don't realise how valuable the memories are that we've got in our heads. You may be the last one in your immediate family who remembers all those things. The other major purpose of legacy film is to pass on the lessons you've learned over the course of your lifetime. When it comes to money, they say you can't take it with you. But when it comes to your memories and all that accumulated knowledge, you can and will take it to your grave unless you share it now. Now, of course, you could spend 3 years of your retirement writing down your legacy, putting it in a written biography, and people do that for the family history. But there's one thing a legacy film can do the written biography never could, and that's capture the real you, the essence of your personality, your sense of humour.
And it took me a week to smile at the teacher.
Maybe a turn of phrase.
That's what he called these young boys, yeah, half-axes.
All the things that make you, you, for your children and grandchildren. All the things they'll miss terribly when you're gone. If you leave them a legacy film, they'll never forget the sound of your voice or the way you laugh. You'll all be there every time they watch the film. So what do we need to create a legacy film that will resonate for generations to come? These are the 6 essential elements. The first and I guess most important element of legacy film is the master interview. That's where you and I sit down and have a chat for about 2 hours or so.
We're doing it now.
We do it in your home. The setup is really basic. We won't be moving furniture around. We've got 2 cameras and a couple of lights. That's it. It'll take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. And we might spend another half hour just doing some extra shots around the home. The second very important element is your photos. All those happy snaps that you wondered why you kept all these years downstairs in boxes in a darkened cupboard. This is why. Now, some of your photos may be a bit worse for wear. Don't panic. We've got the latest AI enhancement software that will give them all a new lease on life. The third element is your home movies. Some people are going to have more than others. It depends whether Dad went mad with the camcorder or not. You might have some old VHS lying around. Or maybe even an old reel or two of Super 8, remember that? We can bring them back to life as well. Number 4 is historical or archival footage. Alongside your life story, we always try to include some world events that were happening at the time. Historical references, even if it's just news headlines. But it does help to give your film an historical context and place you in history. The 5th element is stock footage. That just means footage we can usually get for free online at various sites. For instance, we may need a general street scene, or maybe aerial shots to illustrate parts of your story. And the final element that brings it all to life is music. We have a domestic use music license, which means with certain conditions we have access to most commercial music tracks. So you can pick your favourite tracks throughout the decades, and we'll add additional appropriate music for the era we're talking about. I worked for many years as a television producer on shows like 60 Minutes and documentaries all over the world. And what I learned in my travels was that everybody has a story, but they don't always get told. Your memories won't survive unless you share them. After all, that's what history is, the stories that people have told us down the years. I'm now devoting my 40 years of television experience to telling these stories, and I'd love to tell yours. So please call us. Premier Legacy Films. Your story, your voice, your legacy.